Right, welcome guys. Apparently there is a John Wick 4 sequel series. Actually from Keanu Reeves and Chad Stahelski. So this is not like The Continental, that TV series for, I think it was for Peacock, if I remember rightly. I quite enjoyed that. It wasn't massively brilliant. It wasn't exactly 100% John Wick. But it was, all in all, it was a pretty decent show. I enjoyed it. So this isn't like that. This is different. Chad Stahelski's involved. He's going to be directing the pilot, allegedly. And so is Keanu Reeves involved. Don't think he's going to star. We don't know. Maybe. Maybe there'll be, I don't know, a callback or something along those lines. But it's an interesting one. They always said that they were going to be continuing this. I think what's good about this is Chad Stahelski's taken over. He was given the keys to the castle of John Wick as a franchise now. Hate to use the sort of comparison, but it is what Lionsgate compared it to. He is the Kevin Feige, I guess, of the John Wick franchise, right? Chad Stahelski's been given the keys to John Wick, which he should have been anyway. It's what he created, so he should have had it regardless. And then also he's been given the keys to Highlander. So he's going to be overseeing all things John Wick and all things Highlander. So let's take a look at this report, courtesy of Deadline, because they have the exclusive on this. Exclusive. Lionsgate is further expanding its John Wick universe with John Wick Under the High Table. Now, the Continental wasn't called John Wick the Continental. So, just having John Wick in the headline, the title, I think we'll see and serve it significantly better than the Continental. Also, interesting. I mean, what can you say from the title alone? Under the High Table. Yeah. There's quite a lot to unpack there, to be honest. I mean, it's obviously going to be all about the world, the universe. It's going to be an action series, executive produced by the billion-dollar film franchise's star, Keanu Reeves, and director Chad Stahelski. Deadline has learned. Stahelski is also set to direct the pilot episode. Now, that's actually really, really good. So, pilot episodes set the tone for the entire series. So it's important that you get a good director on board to do that initial directing. Like, it's actually paramount, to be fair. It's make or break, generally speaking. Not really. Well, not only because, of course, it sets the tone, but also because the pilot has to be approved. So you have to get a good director on board. But that's good. It is good. So, written by the Old Man co-creator, Robert Levine. The story in John Wick The High Table picks up directly after the end of John Wick Chapter 4. John Wick has left the world of the High Table in a tenuous position, and a collection of new characters will look to make a name for themselves, while some of the franchise stalwart characters remain committed to the old world order. Now, that is interesting. And do you think, and I think, that John Wick will, by the end of this series, make a comeback? I think so. And it will lead into John Wick 5. Because they did make some comments about, yeah, we can make more. Sure. Like, they teased that he would come back. They absolutely teased that he would come back. I think these films are fun. So I'm fine for them to keep going with them, genuinely. I'm not one of these people that's like, oh, too many sequels. I think too many sequels about like old things because it's not a new property. And yeah, it's been going for a while, but they're consistently good, I think. So I'm happy about this. And I think this is interesting. You know, it is true. Like, the world of the High Table. I mean, that entire structure, that sort of institution in this world. Yeah, it wasn't exactly good, was it? The end of that film, they really did get knocked back considerably. There was a lot that happened in John Wick 4. So I really like this idea. And it's interesting, isn't it? New characters. So apparently a collection of new characters will make a name for themselves, whilst some of the franchise stalwarts want to remain committed to the old world order. So that's interesting. So you basically got two factions there, I guess. You know, newbies wanting to change the status quo that was previously established by, of course, the High Table. And then you've got those that have lived by the status quo that want to maintain it. So people that want to overthrow it, people that want to maintain it. It makes for an interesting series, I think. So the description of John Wick: The High Table, which promises to, quote, combine new and old and thrust the Wick universe into a new age. So that's cool. So it does actually move it forward. So that's interesting. Indicates a mix of newly created and existing characters, an approach Lionsgate previously used in the John Wick prequel limited series The Continental from the world of John Wick, one of the Peacock's biggest original launches of 2023. It was good. So Stahelski, who in January signed a deal with Lionsgate to oversee creative on the John Wick franchise across film and TV and other media, is executive producing. I'd love a game. John Wick game, we're just running around killing people. That'd be amazing. Why have they not made this a game yet? That'd be awesome. Why have they not made it a game? Anyway. Is executive producing John Wick: The High Table through his company 8711 Entertainment. Levine, who serves as showrunner, also executive produces alongside Reeves, as well as Thunder Road's Erica Lee and Basil Iwanek, who are producers on the movies. Currently, Reeves is attached as an executive producer with no acting component. He's said to be very hands-on with the project, which is being shopped in what is shaping up to be a competitive situation. How cool is that? So in John Wick 4, John and fellow assassin Kane earn their freedom from the High Table, and Winston gets reinstatement of hotel manager of the rebuilt New York Continental after John kills High Table's the Marquis, but is left gravely injured. The ending is left ambiguous, with John presumed, but not confirmed, dead, with the post-credit scene teasing a confrontation between Kane and Akira. She attacks him with a knife after Kane earlier in the movie killed her father. So the additional scene could be a teaser for a John Wick spin-off about Yen's Kane assassin character, which is in the works at Lionsgate. The studio also has upcoming spin-off film Ballerina, starring Ana de Armas, which takes place between the third and fourth John Wick movies. They need to get that out. There is a fifth John Wick film in development too, and John Wick: The High Table will not interfere with plans for a potential new feature installment, sources said. There you go. I love this idea. Like, I genuinely love this idea. I think this is cool. John Wick sequel series. What do you guys think? Yay or nay? Do you think this is good or bad? I think this is great. I'm keen for this. I think this is very, very good. It has the potential to really... I mean, Chad Stahelski does such great world building on these things anyway. Absolutely incredible world building. What they've established in this sort of universe is brilliant. It's very creative. So I have no doubt that where they move this film direction-wise, where they move it to in the universe direction-wise, it will be interesting as well. Like, they've earned my benefit of the doubt. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, maybe. Nah. Like, all signs point to it being pretty decent, to be fair. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.